Said that she suggested maybe a Q&A, and I was like, you know what? I've never done that. So we're doing that today. Birds were chirping this morning. The sun was, guys. I've never seen the Lord work so fast in my life before, and that was just wild. Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you all are having a lovely day today. Sorry for this lighting. I'm just in the kitchen. I'm making some leftovers, warming them up. Follow me on Instagram. I posted last night about this sweet potato and broccoli bowl with like a Thai peanut sauce. Revolutionary. Probably my favorite recipe right now. That's besides the matter. What is up, you guys? I hope you all are having such a great day today. Don't know when this will be going up, but have a great day. I really hope that you all are having a great weekend, whenever this comes out, and I just am so grateful that you're here joining me on this adventure video. I am thinking I'm going to do a few days in my life. I'm not entirely sure. Who knows what the title of this video is? We will figure that out later. But hi, if you're new, my name is Grace. I am a 25-year-old married dog mom who just moved. I'm a Midwest gal, and I work from home. A lot of fun, cozy home content. Like I said, we moved, so we've been kind of doing a little bit of renovation work. Just some little improvements, jazzing up the house a bit to make it really cozy and a home for my family. So thank you for joining. If you are not new here, hi again. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. It is so exciting to see you back. I hope everybody enjoys this video. Like I said, this is a couple days in my life, so pretty all over the place. Actually just added on my, oh, he needs to go outside. 1 second. Back to what I was saying. Yeah, so I actually put on my Instagram story, Instagram question box to my Instagram story. Later in the video, probably tomorrow or even Friday, I'll probably get around to filming that section and just kind of answering questions. I mean, it could be random from like, oh, what is that thing you showed in that video once? Or, oh, you said you moved, why? Or, you know, just random questions. It can be literally anything. I just want to kind of give you all some space to ask about me. Is that selfish? That sounds really weird and selfish. An amazing creator that I follow and have loved for years, Grace, she actually commented that she suggested maybe a Q&A, and I was like, you know what? I've never done that. So we're doing that today. It's gonna be built into the video, so it's not gonna be like a full sit down Q&A. Hope you guys enjoy that type of video. It's had a full work day, and then for the youth group that I help lead, we did a fun little video for a promo thing. It was really fun. So I'm in a good mood. Today was a long day, a long work day. Yesterday was very stressful, a lot. Maybe I'll touch on that later, but anyways, today's great. I just heated up some leftovers, like I said. About to go binge some vlogs. I need to find a good I'll catch you guys later. Tanner is currently at church. He is at rehearsal for church for the worship team, so that is fun. I was thinking there's a few things. This is a very random, sporadic vlog. I just literally decided to pick up the camera. So this is what we're getting. I thought it'd be fun. I am not yet on my sourdough journey. I want to get there, and I have so many visions and like ideas and plans of things I would like to do. One of them being sourdough. For Christmas, I keep yapping about the caraway set that I got, but it came with a Dutch oven in it, like a big pot that could be used as a Dutch oven. So I'm very, very eager to make some type of bread. I don't want to start with sourdough. I think I'm gonna start with like an artisan loaf, like a rustic country loaf type situation where I can just use yeast, salt, water, and flour. I thought that'd be fun. I could probably go and get some more flour tomorrow. I think that's the only thing I need for it. So yeah, we might do that tomorrow. I thought that'd be kind of fun to document perhaps the success of it or maybe the failure of it. We'll see how that goes. I touched on how yesterday was pretty stressful, and I'm not gonna lie, like that situation really showed me how much of a planner I am. Work stuff, and it's all good things. It's just like a lot of change on the horizon, and I feel like that kind of freaks me out a little bit. But honestly, the craziest thing, and I was texting my best friend about it, but I was having a moment. I was like, what is going on? Like, why am I so like worked up about it? I'm like so stressed. Like even my Oura ring was like, girl, you've been stressed for like an hour and a half today. What is going on? But then I literally was scrolling on TikTok, as one does, and I came across a video from Alexa Penavega, and it was totally unrelated to my situation, but the way that the Lord like was shown through that video, it related to my situation and the way that he showed up. And like, I needed that visual and I needed that representation of him for my situation. That really doesn't make sense, but it made sense to me, like how it all tied together. And so like that broke me down entirely. I was like, oh my gosh, like, yes, okay, that makes sense. There's another woman, I forgot her name, but she's a very well-known, I think she's a pastor or just a speaker, I'm not exactly sure, but she was talking about, also not directly related to my situation, but the feelings and how the Lord like intervenes and how he's present and like all this stuff that I needed to hear in that moment. And I was just shook. You guys, I've never in my entire life, I've never seen the Lord work so fast in my life before. And that was just wild. I was praying and I was praying like, okay, like I just need confidence. Like I don't have confidence in some areas. And so like, Lord, can you help equip me, you know, equip the called. You don't call the equipped. That makes sense. I was praying for just like the path ahead and how it was so unknown. My devotion, y'all, why was my devotion talking specifically about having confidence and also how we have a sure hope? Trust was the other thing I was praying about. Just that I can fully surrender and fully trust him always in situations. And like, that's my default. Like, I trust you, and let that be the way that I lead my life. And that's also what was in there. So basically this devotion like resonated with me and painted a picture of God's love and just tenderness, honestly, like just how he tends to his children and how like if we're going through something, like he's also suffering with us. This sounds so drama. It really wasn't anything dramatic that happened, but I was just very overwhelmed in the moment. So after the devotion, there was scripture and it was Psalm 40, which talks about, paraphrasing here, but how he picks up the weary out of the slimy pit, puts us on a rock, and like all these things that really just painted a picture of kind of that moment that feeling that I was deep in. So it was just one thing after another. The Lord was showing me his goodness and I was like, like I genuinely was shook. Anyways, that's what I was referring to yesterday and how kind of was hard, but the Lord kind of snapped me out of it in a way. And today was so good. Like today was so much better. Anyways, all that to say, the Lord is good. Trust in him and you will be fine. There isn't much I think that I'm going to be doing tonight. I really, really want to start planning out the garden for the springtime and kind of figuring out like when I need to start planting what. I also got my Amazon package that had all of the goodies, the cutting board, the toaster, all that stuff. So I will definitely share with you guys tomorrow. And I'll definitely have it linked in my like to know it, as well as Amazon storefront. So everything is always linked there. I'm really trying to be good at that and make sure everything is accessible, linkable. It's gonna be pretty chill and I'll have a very cozy night in. Very excited about it. Cool. Guys, it is actually the next day. It is January 30th, nearing the end of January already. It just like this month is very long. Like, oh, it's the 87th of January, like what the heck? It's long, but at the same time, like how are we already in February? Like that's just crazy to me. But anyways, good morning, hello everybody. It is Thursday. Oh my gosh, this week has gone by fast too. Dang. Okay, well, it is Thursday. I have been working all morning. I am running the dishwasher. We're getting some things going. It feels good just having the dishwasher going, or like the washer or dryer, like always in the background. Like it's very soothing to know that something is being done and productivity is in the air. As I was working, I took off all my nail polish. It was getting to the point where when I would like run my fingers through my hair or like touch my hair, it would get caught. If you know, you know, that is one of the worst feelings. So I finally ripped them all off. But guys, my nails have never been this long naturally on their own. So I fear I'm gonna have to make another nail appointment for like literally tomorrow or Saturday, because I don't want one of these babies to break. They need to stay. They need to stay long and healthy. They're very strong, so I'm very proud of that. I don't know whether to do like a tip, like a fun colored tip. I was thinking like a dark green, maybe a dark brown again, something like that, or just painting them all one color again. I don't know. Maybe that will happen in this vlog. We'll see. Just working the day away. Tomorrow is my fun coffee day. think I've shared before, on Friday I go get coffee out. It's very fun, so that's a fun thing to look forward to every single week, as well as have date night. So we need to plan out kind of where we're going and what we're doing, but I'm really excited. I want to get dressed up a little bit. I haven't, like, this week has been like, I have not done anything. The birds were chirping this morning. The sun was guys, I've never been one to like spring, but I feel like I'm turning the page on that. I think I really like spring, and I like gardening and stuff, so it's really fun to like have that to look forward to as well. I'm looking so pale. I haven't tanned in a long time. Don't you worry, that will be happening either tonight or tomorrow, so get ready. I'm gonna go work and I'll catch you guys later. She's so pretty. Guys, I feel like sleepover vibes. Anyways, this vlog has been up, down, and all around, and I am so confused as to what footage I actually recorded. As you probably are too, like what even was this vlog? Thought it would be fun to answer some of these questions. What my TikTok from the Q&A questions that I asked on my Instagram. It was a good day, so that's good. I got my afternoon coffee. I don't know if you guys even saw. I don't think you did. Then I baked bread, which was so exciting. I literally think I'm not gonna be able to be stopped. Like, it can't be tamed IRL. And it's so easy, but it's delicious, and I feel like it's gonna be a good, fun hobby, as well as little delicious thing to have in the kitchen every day. So, yum. I'm gonna answer some of these questions real quick. So the first one is favorite part of your new house. Great question. You know, there's so many awesome parts to this house, and I'm like learning to love more every single day. Like, the backyard was a huge aspect for our dog. We didn't have that in our first house when we were renting, and so having a fenced in backyard, we put in the fence, but having a fenced in backyard was like a huge plus with like the garden and all the landscaping and stuff. So like just like the gardening land aspect of it, I'm like obsessed with. Honestly, the front porch was something that was like, oh my gosh, sent me over the edge. I'm like, I love it so much. So cozy, and like even though we really haven't got to decorating it, I just know it's gonna be such an amazing space to hang out in. Obviously just the overall look of the house, like I think it's so fun. Adds so much character and charm. Favorite part of your new house, like favorite area, I feel like is what this question is asking. So either the kitchen or the porch. Love those two. Like if she's talking about like more like vibes, like what's your favorite part of the house, I would say probably, or like the architecture and whatever, I would say probably just like the charm and how old it is. Just honestly, like the wood floors and the wood accents throughout the whole house are probably one of my favorite aspects. Like all the wood trim, oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. So I would say the wood cozy charm elements, like all the built-ins, the fireplace, like all that is really like my favorite part. If I could pick all of those as my favorite parts. Another one was any favorite TV shows right now. I think this one might be a little obvious, but if you've been watching the last few vlogs, I feel like I've yapped nonstop about Lost. We are almost like halfway through the last season, so I would say Lost is definitely my favorite right now. So many it seems like, that are coming up. The Bachelor just started, and so I need to hop on that bandwagon and get watching it because I do love the Bachelor series, the Bachelor franchise. So I would definitely say Lost, though, is my favorite show, like by far. It's right now it's favorite. So good. Next question is, how did you meet your husband and your love story? The cutest fan. Thank you. It's very funny how we met. We actually met online. I'm not great at telling this story. Tanner's so much better at telling it, but long story short, we met online while I was in my senior year of college. I had never online dated. I've never dated period before that, but I decided, with the encouragement of my cousin, started an online profile and we met. He was traveling through my college town to get to a place where he was going. I think he was going on like a biking trip. He was a traveling videographer and photographer, so it was like a halfway point from where he was traveling. I don't remember the specifics, but we met, we got ice cream, and he got me flowers, and we went out to dinner and did putt-putt and stuff, and honestly, the rest was history. It was so fun, and I never expected that to be how I met my husband, but the times, man, there's something else. I will say some little tiny tidbits about our story, which makes it so crazy. Before we even met, figured out that our first cousins went to the same school, which was insane, and they were best friends. So that was really weird. Such a crazy coincidence. Another funny part was basically he had the app for a while and then he deleted the app. But then on this trip, actually, he was with a friend and he told him like, oh my gosh, like you need to download the app again. So he downloaded the app again, and I was allegedly the first one to pop up. So he swiped right, we started talking, whatever, and then he was like, you know, I'm coming through, let's go get dinner or something after class. The easiest part was that I had my radius set on like 100 miles or 200 miles or something, and he was like 2 miles away from not being within my radius. So really crazy, the odds of all of it happening in general, but honestly it was meant to be, obviously. That was just so crazy. But after that, we dated for like, started dating in October. We dated for 6 months, got engaged on April 29th, and then we got married in Nashville, and it was like the most picturesque, like perfect day ever. And it rained on our wedding day, which apparently is good luck. And also it was just like the vibe of the wedding. It was so moody and it was so cozy. It was like the best day ever. It was literally like a non-stop dance party, and it was so fun. We never actually shared our wedding video. So maybe we need to do that in celebration of our like 3-year anniversary or something. It was crazy, but so fun. And thank you for asking that question. That was so sweet, and not a story I think I've shared other than with like close family, friends, and obviously people we know and stuff. So that was very cute question. The last question I'm gonna answer is, how do you find work-life balance? So I obviously work from home. So I live in the place I work and I work in the place that I live. So it's kind of hard to do that, especially if your job is so like, if it takes up so much space in your life and just kind of is overwhelming, or a stressful job or something, it can take up, you know, that mental space, not even just your physical home, but it can take up mental capacity too. I don't know, I'm really good at like shutting off my work brain. I don't know how else to like describe that, but I don't know, I feel like another good thing is like, I think another part of work-life balance is logging off when you're supposed to log off. A must. Like don't even hesitate. I used to think like, oh, if I can just do it, like I'll just hop on later and do it like after dinner or whatever, like even if it's a fun part of the job. Like today I was looking for new creators for our company and finding like people that aesthetics really match our brand and like all this other stuff, and I was like, I could just hop on later and just go on my computer, like put on a show and like do it. I'm like, no, like that's on the company's dime, you know. So I really have just kind of grown like working from home. This is more work from home specific, but I feel like honestly just valuing yourself as an individual, holding that boundary and like respecting yourself as an individual too, and not just an employee, you know. Like stand up for that person, stand up for your person, not when you're working, if that makes sense. Maybe scheduling out things to do, like Friday night date nights. You guys have heard me say several times, but Friday night date night, Like that's an activity that's scheduled and planned like after working hours, so it gets me off my computer, I get ready, I go out. Like it's a really fun, like that's a good way to do it, like schedule things out so like you literally can't work because you're about to go out. So I've been wanting to do some type of like get together or some type of club, like whether it's a book club or devotion thing, Bible study of sorts, but something like that. Like people say like a third space. I feel like that's also really important. I don't know, I really have church, the grocery store, and home. So I guess that is my third space, the church or the grocery store. So fun. Hopefully that answers the question. I don't know, I'm not really good at answering that type of question apparently, but anyways, hope that was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Maybe learned a little more about me. I actually just baked some cookies after dinner. It was so fun. We went to a new restaurant we hadn't tried before. It's supposed to be like a seafood restaurant, but I got this like, oh my gosh, it was so good. Sweet Thai chili Brussels sprouts. Wow, all caps. That was so good. And then I got a Greek salad, but it was one of those salads where it's like just the vegetables, no lettuce. And the dressing wasn't great, so I really didn't eat that. It really was not what I envisioned, not what I planned. So the Brussels were it for me, but it was so good. Definitely would go back for the Brussels again, like so good. Anyways, after dinner, we went and grabbed some cookies, some sugar cookies, and they like smelling up the whole entire house, and I'm just like dying to go eat one. I think, unless anything crazy happens tomorrow, I think I'm gonna wrap up today's vlog and do a couple days of my life, and then I might do a weekend vlog. So I can kind of stay on top of things. I'm really loving the cadence of posting like once, twice a week, doing a week vlog or at least a couple days during the week, and then also a weekend vlog. So I think that's a good cadence. But thank you guys for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog. Please feel free to leave me questions down below and like this video if you like it. If you want to subscribe, you definitely can. Always a suggestion, never a necessity. You don't ever have to. But if you want to stay around and check out some other videos or stay tuned for videos that I post in the future, that is the way to do it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and I will see you guys in the next one.